Hey everybody, I'm Remy Mayer, founder of Mike's Out Your Gym, and today I'm with Candice. How's it going, Candice?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So I did an interview with you 2 months and a half ago, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
when you just launched the program, you just launched the system, right?
Right.
And we were saying that you were making $5,555 in just 1 week, right? That was
Yes.
just the first interview we did. And 2 months later, I just wanted to, have an update, and so that we can learn from your success, from your results. Could you please tell us what happened?
Sure. So since then, I have, let's see, I think I've signed up a total of 90 clients, most of them being challengers, and then converting them later into members. I think I have like a 95% conversion rate from challenger to member. And so, yeah, things have been going great.
Yeah. And when you started, you only had 16 clients, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you were alone. You didn't have any coach at the time. You didn't have any other employees. You were the only one. And even while being alone, you have been able to have that amazing growth, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now you have been able to hire some coaches.
Yes, I have. And so I haven't been having to coach all of my classes by myself, which has been nice. Been able to actually like work out with my classes some or take some time off to spend with my family or just to spend doing more behind the scenes stuff, more like gym owner type stuff rather than just coaching all the time. So it's been nice.
Yeah.
I'm also I'm working with some of my members that are interested in like coaching in the future. So I've been kind of putting some new processes in place to help people that are interested kind of move into more of a coaching role. And so it's really cool that I even have a need for that and can help people kind of with their dreams and
Yeah.
also like being in a position financially to be able to kind of help facilitate that for some of the people as well. So it feels really good not to be doing it alone anymore.
Yeah. And the other day you were sharing with me that, 3 months ago you were struggling for paying the bills. And
Mm-hmm.
when was that? 2 weeks ago, in the same day you bought a computer, you got your CrossFit level 2 certification, and now you're like, well, yeah, sure, I do some.
Yeah, it was crazy. All these things hit me at once. I had to get my level 2. I booked it like a week in advance, so there was an extra fee for that. I needed a new computer to take the test. My phone died and I had to buy a new phone. It was like all in 1 week, and I had to drop like, I mean, a few $1,000s. And it was just like, it was really cool to sit back and be like, I'm not stressed. Like, I feel good about this. You know what I mean? Which is
Yeah,
just like so far from how I felt in the past. So.
yeah, yeah. And I'm just looking at your results here on your
Mhm.
CRM. So you were
Yep.
saying that you're using a body transformation program, right? Right away, and
Hmm.
then they do that body transformation program, and then they convert into members, right? With a membership, 6 months, 12 months.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
I'm looking at the results that you're having here on your CRM. You're enrolling clients on the $450 body transformation program.
Hmm.
You are multiplying your money by 17x. So it means that each and every time that you invest $1, you get $17 back
Hmm.
right away. And then because you said that you are converting approximately 95% of those people doing the body transformation program, 95% of them convert into long-term members with a membership, a 12 months agreement. Now, if we add this cash that you're going to make, the return on your investment is 87x. Each time that you invest $1, you make $87 back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. That's a really good kind of return on investment. So we have been working on your client acquisition systems. Is it only about marketing, but or is it also about maybe sales, or what else did you learn?
Yeah, I mean, like the marketing part of it is great. And I definitely needed the help with that. But I think even more so, like the accountability, the mindset coaching, all of that, and you helping me put new processes in place, because growing from 16 to, over 90 members in a short period of time, I have growing pains, but you've been there helping me every step of the way with all of that. I think maybe the mindset coaching has been one of the most surprising aspects of it, because as a leader in my community, like I already felt like not that I had it all together, but I wouldn't have realized how much I needed that mindset coaching. And you've really put me kind of in a place where I'm confident not only in my abilities as a coach, but now as like an entrepreneur, and I can take myself seriously when I say that. And that's been like kind of one of the biggest shifts for me, just really thinking of myself as a, not just a business owner, but an entrepreneur. But yeah, also, like I said, the processes that you've helped me with have been huge. I couldn't have sustained this kind of growth for sure without your help. So, and the help of the other gym owners in the group too is invaluable. Having access to all these other gym owners has been awesome as well. So
do you believe that you would have been able to get that kind of results with just an online course, or do you believe that the community plus the one-on-one help?
Yeah, no, the community for sure. And then also just like having somebody hold my hand, like you have been there every step of the way. We've talked about, like, we've had calls, at 11 o'clock at night. We've had calls on the weekends, just anytime that we needed to discuss something, or I needed help with something, we've been on it. And I couldn't have done that just with like a course or on my own, not to this extent. I'm sure of that. So yeah, but the mentorship from you, I would say, is also invaluable, because you're not just like some random like sales or like some employee. You're actually the owner of the program that's helping me, and you care a lot about your gym owners, and I can testify to that for sure. So
what was the main mindset mindset breakthrough that you got?
So I was just thinking about this recently. The way that you and Steph talk about scarcity, and you call scarcity. And now every time I make a decision, I ask myself, am I in scarcity? And I make myself push past those fears, and I won't let myself operate out of scarcity anymore. So all of the things that I'm fearful of doing have ended up being like the best things for me. So whether it was like recording my own videos, or investing a little bit of money on ads, or just selling a program, speaking with somebody about money, about $450, not just like some $99 6-week challenge. I mean, I've even increased my prices on my memberships and my challenges since we started, because I have like that confidence now. So I think that was the biggest mindset shift, like not living out of scarcity anymore.
Yeah, before you were afraid of charging what you were really worth. Now you're charging $450 for a body transformation program. You have an 87.38% enrollment rate.
Yep.
87%.
And I'm not good at sales. That's the thing. Somebody was asking me the other day, you must be really good at sales. And I was telling them my dad used to own a medical device company. They made like, it was for chronic pain management. It was a device anyway that I sold, and I didn't actually sell any, even with the connections of my dad owning the company. I spent like 9 months trying to sell these devices, and I'm terrible at sales. But it's not necessarily like sales training. It's more, like I said, the mindset coaching that in turn can make you better at selling a transformation,
Yeah, because we don't want to close people, right? We just want to talk with them. We ask them questions. They see their own truths. And now they're like, oh, wow, okay, that's the situation. I didn't even realize myself. That's because we
Yeah.
ask them things that then they see their truth and they're like, ooh, yeah, I better make a change. And then
Right.
that's it. You just help them see the truth and that's it, right? Yeah,
Right.
there is no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so you were saying that each and every time that you see yourself that you're in scarcity,
Mm-hmm.
well, actually, as entrepreneurs, when we are afraid, actually, that's the thing that we should do. We should work on, right?
Yeah.
If you're like, ooh, that's scary, that must be the one thing we should do, right?
Yeah.
So
And
we just
fear's a good motivator. Like, I'm not saying always necessarily, but like in this instance, in my growing my business, like it's been a great motivator. The fear of failing my gym and failing my clients and having to push through some big fears has been a great motivator for me. And I think it's like a healthy motivator because if you're comfortable, then you're not growing. So it's
yeah,
good to kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit.
yeah. And even if you're afraid, well, we chat together. I give you maybe some guidance, and that's it. We do it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Um, was it only about mindset, marketing, and sales, or also now are we working on your system so that you work less and less? I remember during the last group coaching call, you're like, well, sometimes I don't know what to do anymore because, well, I have no time.
Yeah, yeah. So you're helping me kind of prepare for the future instead of like waiting around for things to happen. Now we're kind of putting some things in motion for, me to be able to take a step back in the future and maybe only coach, 1 or 2 classes a week and be able to like work on either other business ventures or spending time with my family, traveling, being able to just like kind of do what I want, whether it is for business or pleasure, being a way to step away from my gym for months at a time if I need to.
Yeah, I did a live recently within this group with Ty Arnett, the owner of Vive Group, previously Affiliate Solution.
Mm-hmm.
Solutions. Uh, he was saying that he's helping his clients, gym owner clients, work only 8 hours a week, not even at the gym, online, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're also working on your system so that you can work less and less. You are building your systems. You are delegating a lot. And now, are you getting your lifestyle back? Are you getting your freedom back? What are you
Oh, yeah.
doing?
So just spending more time with my family. My husband's a firefighter, so his schedule's crazy, and just being able to like spend more time with him when he's, not on duty. And my girls are on summer vacation right now, so just like making plans with them, planning a vacation, being able to, leave my gym for a little over a week is going to be just a really nice break for me. Yeah, and just spending time at home, that's the thing about being a gym owner is like your gym becomes your home. And so you kind of neglect, just like relaxing, just sitting on the couch and hanging out with your family. So it's just been nice to kind of get to slow down a little bit and spend some more time in my own home.
Yeah, you have 2 beautiful daughters, and now you can have the chance to get to spend some time with them.
Yes,
Awesome.
definitely.
So here I'm looking at your numbers again.
Mm-hmm.
So you spend approximately a bit more than $2,000 on advertising, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in front-end cash, you made 40,500,
Yep.
and with the results that you got so far, the revenue that you generated already is 202,500, and that's what you did in a bit more than 2 months, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You have my system now forever. Do you think that, I mean, the system is going to make you even more money, right? But you have the
Heck
system.
yeah, no, I'm gonna keep using it forever. And I like that you like continually are improving it and working on it and adding things to it, and that'll still be available to me. Like I think it's really cool that with your program, like I get to use it forever. And once it's paid off, it's like, you know, that's it. Like I can just do my own thing.
Yeah. So you got 3 months of one-on-one consulting. It's gonna end soon, but you keep access to the course, you keep access to the group coaching calls, you keep access to the tools that we develop for you. If you need more one-on-one, sure, you can buy more of my time, but that's a system that you keep forever. I keep upgrading the program. You have that forever, and you're not paying me anymore, right? It was just like a one-time thing.
Right. I'd say it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. So you already made $2,500. You're gonna keep making a bunch of money because you keep the system forever. What would you say to gym owners that might consider the Max Out Your Gym system, and they might be like, oh wow, that's a pretty big investment to get the Max Out Your Gym system? Would you say it's expensive now that you made the $2,500?
No, I mean, it paid for itself, but I didn't pay you a dime that you didn't help me generate. And that's the thing, is like, I couldn't have paid. I didn't have any money. There was no money in the bank account. So it's like, there was no dollar that I paid you that you didn't help me earn. You know what I mean? So it was completely worth it. I mean, I'd have paid twice that if if I knew that I was going to make as much money as I made, I'd have paid even more, Yeah.
Because right now already the cost of my program is a tiny percentage of the $202,000, right?
Right.
And that percentage is going to become even smaller because you're going to make
continue to make more money. Yep.
So yeah, what would you say to gym owners that are like afraid?
Yeah, it's good to be afraid. Do it anyway. I was scared. Like I didn't do it because I all of a sudden had an epiphany and wasn't scared anymore. I was scared and I did it anyway. And I just decided I was going to be fully committed to succeeding and whatever that took. And so I couldn't allow myself to have any of those reservations anymore. The fear was fine, but I wasn't going to have anything hold me back. So I just powered through. I mean, and I think that's really the only thing you can do, just fully commit, sign up for the program and follow it to a T. And that's what I tell people. Like, I have no it factor. I'm not good at sales and I'm not like super charismatic or outgoing or anything like that. But I just do what you tell me to do and it works. So I would say just do it and do it soon. Yeah. Don't sit around and think about it because you're missing out on money.
Yeah. Sometimes I explain my installment plan, and some prospects that I have sometimes are telling me, well, but what if I can't make the payments to you? What if the system doesn't work? What happens? Do you have a guarantee? What would you say to that?
I just never allowed myself to even think that. Like I said, I had to be fully committed. I had to know I was going to do whatever it took. And so if that meant that I had 40 hours of consultations that week, then I just scheduled one every hour on the hour and signed up as many of them as I could, which in the beginning, I think my closing rate was 95%. So I just kept myself busy, the system does it for you. I mean, so it was really pretty easy. I just committed to following through with everything that you asked me to do. So I would say, just don't think that way. And I guess, if something had happened, I would have just come to you and been like, can you help me? Midweek though, probably would have said, hey, can you help me? What can we do this week to help? Because I'm struggling with whatever it was, with leads or closing my leads or getting people to show up. And you're constantly helping us optimize those metrics anyway. So I think just as long as you have proper communication, then there shouldn't be any issues, because that's what you're in the business of doing. So
So I provide a system. The system works like crazy. It's like if I provide a recipe for you to bake a cake. I provide the best recipe for the best cake, but you have to execute on it.
Right.
you still have to go to the grocery store, buy your your groceries. You still have to heat your oven. You still have to do all those things. If you want, sure, you can call me and be like, hey, Remy, how do I melt the butter? Should I use a pan? Should I use a microwave? Or should I
Yep.
use whatever? You can call me, but I'm not going to be the one taking the pan, cutting the butter, right? You still have to do it. So I can provide you with the system. I can provide assistance. You still have to do it. So there is no guarantee. But if you just follow the recipe, it's a recipe. It's an easy recipe. You just have to follow it.
And I enjoyed doing it myself. Like because I had used another company previously a while back that did everything for me. And first of all, I barely made any money and I couldn't retain those clients. But also, like, I just really, I think as coaches, we're doers. We like to do things and we like to know as much as possible. We're control freaks a lot of the time. And so I really like doing it myself and being able to control a lot of the aspects, with your guidance, of course, but like, I wouldn't want somebody else, recording ads for me or recording videos for me. Like, I like doing it myself, and I like being a face in the community now. People know me, they run into me at places. IHOP, I took my girls for breakfast and the waitress is like, hey, you're the girl from the ads, right? And then I was at my PT appointment. I had physical therapy and one of the PTs was like, I just saw you. Is this you? And so it's cool because I'm controlling that. I'm becoming like a face in the community. It's not just somebody else's videos. It's not just somebody else's, behind the scenes, doing consultations over the phone at a call center or anything like that. Like, my clients are signing up for me, and that's why I'm able to retain them. The experience that I provide them from start to finish, from the ads that they see to the messages that we send back and forth to getting to know each other, at the consultation, like, the whole system is really setting them up to be clients for life. And I love that because I've met a lot of really awesome people through the process, and 90 is a really cool number. But like, if I could sit here and talk to you all day long about the kinds of people that are in my life now and the kinds of transformations that I've witnessed, like, it's so much bigger than just a number.
So is it a plug and play system that is like kind of like a quick fix, where you would maybe risk to hurt your branding, maybe risk to get some bad reviews on Yelp, Google, Facebook? Is it gimmicky, or is it sustainable? And do you think that this system is going to work for years?
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what I was like alluding to, I guess, is like, because I'm in control, I am the one responsible for my reputation now. I don't have to worry about somebody at a call center ticking somebody off, or somebody in a video misrepresenting what I do at my gym. I'm in control of all of that. And so it's like, people are happy with their experience because I make sure that they're happy. You know what I mean? And so it's really in the owner's hands, to give them like the best experience possible. And like you always say, it really amplifies whatever you already have going on at your gym, and whatever kind of coach or person that you already are. It's just going to amplify that. So it's really brought out like the best version of myself. I posted that on Facebook the other day about my experience with you, and I mean it. Like, this process has brought out the best version of myself. Not a different version, but it's just like, it's brought out all the best parts that I could be. So
yeah, it was within you already, right? But now you see it. Yeah. Great. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Great. Yeah, it's really a personal growth that you experience, and then that led to a business growth. And now, so sure, you already made a 41K front end. You're gonna make $202,000 when we include the back end. But more than the money, it's also the impact that you're having on your community. You're already transforming bodies, transforming lives right now.
Yep, exactly.
Everybody is successful with your system, with your program. So they are at least everybody is losing 5% of body fat.
Mm-hmm.
From that body transformation, they also experience great life transformations. I saw some of your video testimonials. It's not just about the bodies that you're changing, you're really changing a bunch of lives in your community.
Yep, exactly. And that's the best part, because that's what I got into this business for. So
yeah, and you lost that passion 3 months ago, and now you have it back.
Exactly.
And now you have that fire that is never gonna end, right?
Right.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Candice.
Yeah, thanks, Remy.
Crushing it. I'm sure that you're on your way to your $1 million gym very, very soon. And yeah, keep following the system, keep executing like you are doing it.
Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
So when I signed up with Remy, my friend Cindy was already using Remy's program, and I knew Cindy previously, so she reached out to me to tell me about her experience. So because I knew Cindy and I knew her as, you know, a gym owner, I trusted her. And I trust Remy now that I know him, but I didn't know him at first. And so if you need to speak with a gym owner, you may not know me personally, but if you would feel more comfortable speaking with me, and you know, I'd be glad to talk to you about my experience. You can check out my gym on Facebook, make sure you know that everything checks out and that you like what you see, and then I'd be glad to talk to you. So just shoot me a message, Candice Lee Davis, and I'd be glad to talk to you.
Yeah, I'll you know what, let me tag you here in the comments so that they can just click on your
that'd be great.
And send you a message. Well, it's true that, you know, many of my clients are telling me, well, yeah, at the beginning we didn't really know because there are so many marketers that are just not speaking the truth, always bullshitting, you know, or just sharing a version of the truth that is actually good for them, but they hide another version of the truth. I don't think I'm like this. I just want to share the full truth. And sometimes it's a bit weird for me because here I am, you know, being honest and authentic. And because a lot of other marketers are, you know, always bullshitting, then they consider me as the same kind of guy. I'm not, right? So I understand that, you know, marketers might have a bad reputation. If you don't believe me, contact Candice. She's gonna tell you the truth and share her experience with me.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Candice.
Thank you.
Chat with you soon.
Okay, sounds good.